I'm Nancy Holtz, and I'm a mediator and arbitrator at JAMS here in Boston, and I also work across the offices in JAMS throughout the United States. I started out my legal career as a trial attorney working for the city of Boston, and I was honored to be able to be a trial judge in Massachusetts for 15 years. I think mediation is effective because it gives the parties a chance to be part of the process and part of the solution. You know, the parties in a case, in a dispute, whether it's a business or it's an individual, they've lived the dispute itself, so they know more than anyone else, more than me, more than their lawyers, about the case. But all of a sudden, once they're involved in a dispute, the attorneys take over. They do all the talking, they answer the questions, and so at mediation, all of a sudden the parties are back in the driver's seat again. When people ask me what is my mediation style, I tell them it depends. It depends on the case, it depends on the lawyers, on the parties, and it also depends on whether it's the mediation day or the follow-up, because my mediation style is to keep going. I'm relentless, and so I don't stop if the case does not settle on the mediation day. I'm a big believer in follow-up with the attorneys. The touchstone of a good arbitration is fairness, and to get to fairness you need to have an open mind. So for me, preparing for an arbitration is not just reading all the materials, but reading the materials with an open mind. No one wants a know-it-all arbitrator who doesn't give the attorneys a chance to prove their case or introduce their evidence. So that's a big part of preparation, is just getting my head in the right place. I'm very lucky to have a practice that is wide-ranging. I do cases that range from business-to-business disputes, personal injury and sexual abuse cases. I've done employment cases. I do cases involving solar energy, from the design and build through to the maintenance and operation and power purchase agreements. I really like working on construction cases because they're fascinating to me. The projects themselves, whether they're airport terminals, football stadiums, shopping malls, all the way to buildings, commercial or residential. I also like the related insurance coverage disputes that frequently go with a construction case. I think one of the most rewarding things for me helping parties resolve their disputes is knowing what their alternative was. I was on the trial court for 15 years. I've seen the cost, both financial, emotional, drain on business activities. I've seen what happens when people don't settle a case, and so I feel really gratified when I can help the parties settle their case, because I know that this pathway is far better for them than putting their case on the roulette wheel that we call the jury system.